Okay, it is time to bake. Yay! All right, I'm going to show you two different ways of baking the sourdough. One of them is to bake it in bread pans, and we're going to put the bread in there, and then we're going to cover it with the second bread pan and bake it in there. And the other way is to use a Dutch oven. With the Dutch oven method, it's already in the oven and it's preheated in the oven. And this one does not get preheated. So what I was thinking is doing the regular sourdough in the bread pan thingamajig. So what you do, I already cut this and kind of fit it in there just to make it easier. But you take some parchment paper and you put it over top of the, gosh, I hope you can see this. Hold on. Okay. And you flip it over and it peels off. And because of the liner in here, it absorbs moisture and it makes the top of the dough like almost like leathery, and that's what helps make the crust just really nice and crispy. All right, so then you use a lame. It is a razor blade in a little protective thing, and this is where you're going to make the slice. And you do that so that the gases can escape from the bread and it won't tear. And once the bread is baked, there'll be that, it's called an ear. It's the sharp cliff almost of where the bread rises in one part and then sliced down. So when you cut the bread, you go in at like a 45-degree angle. You don't go straight down, and you don't have to go super deep, but you do go at a 45-degree. Oh, I put my hand there, sorry. So you do that. And then normally I'll do a little, this is just a little bit of design. And this one isn't as deep as the first one. So this is just to be fancy. You don't have to do it, but it's, just a little fun. Some people squirt it with water first. I don't do that. I feel like they would do that in order to make it more, the crust more crispy. I've never had a problem with it, so I don't do that. All right, and then this is gonna go in the oven on 450 degrees for, I think 30 minutes. And then we're gonna take, so I don't know if you saw that. So I just took the two of them and put them together. And then I'm just gonna put them in the oven in the middle rack and put a timer on for 30 minutes. Okay, and then while that one is going, I'm going to show you how to do this one. So same thing. You're gonna get some parchment paper and look at that big bowl. All right. Put the parchment paper on, flip it over, peel it off, and then I just let these dry on the counter. You don't wash them unless they get really nasty. Because it's almost like they're seasoned, right? We kind of talked about how we seasoned them before with the water and the flour and let them dry. All right, so I have already put the Dutch oven in the oven, and what I'm gonna do is slice this and then bring it over, take the lid off the Dutch oven and pop it in, and then close it up. So it's kind of a quick-ish thing. I don't really want to be on the video, but too bad. You get to look at me. Okay, so here we go. So once again, you kind of just 45, and then we'll do a little design. All right. And then, I don't know if you can. It goes. Now that's gonna be 20 minutes, I believe, for that one. All right, we'll be back.